What's up, guys, ladies, gentlemen? Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever your flavor is. And today, just kind of do a open chat. And what I was just thinking is how bad David ripped everybody off. Every donor who ever gave money to David, man, he ripped you guys off in a big fucking way. It's hard to like sit here and fathom while all the information was being put out, why people were still getting ripped off. Hey, what's up, Black Wolf? How you doing, man? We just keep open chat, man. Kind of felt like doing a pop-up live from the backyard. The sun's coming out. It's going to be nice for a little while. Get the fuck out of the house since I sit on my ass all day coding. Figured why not do a live from the backyard today and just kind of keep a real cool chat going about, what we saw with David. Talking the real estate, the call centers. I mean, really, this was a unique situation. David is a unique individual. Hey, Mr. McGahee, how you doing, man? Myrtle McGahee, good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. I'm from Texas. Hit that like, subscribe. We're talking about this cult leader named David Taylor. He's been arrested by the feds. He's in jail. And as far as I know, I see you, Sue. How you doing, man? Happy Saturday. And as far as I know, Michelle's in jail. His second has been rearrested. We haven't seen anything on the docket yet. No, not yet, Zella. Nope, not yet. And that's kind of something I'm waiting to hear on. My sources said she got picked up, dude. My sources have never fucking failed me. And I could see Michelle playing like the fucking hypochondriac card. Oh, well, my fucking black heart hurts. Owie. I need to go to the hospital. My chest hurts. Ooh. Yeah, she failed. She failed. And Michelle would do that. Michelle's the type where she would play the hypochondriac card and act like she's sick as fuck to go to the hospital. She's already got a stent put in. She got picked up and sent to a hospital 9 times out of 10. Yeah, that's what I think. Because she knows what she's dealing with, man. Yeah, Jesus' best friend. Well, not even, Adam, look how many people he fucking fooled. All the people out there that gave this man money. And that's kind of what I'm going at. Not even the people who were there, or the survivors, or the cult members, or anybody, but the people who gave him money. Yeah, and you're right, Jess. Narcissists don't like being put in their place. Who does? Nobody likes being put in their fucking place. And Michelle, she's a narcissist too. This has never happened to her. And David either. Like, this is a big lifestyle change for both of them, but they're well deserving. How do you put them in place? Where they're at in jail. You stack on more charges. No, I'd say stack on more charges. Because you don't want to. Violence begets violence. Like, it'll just make it worse, dude. It'll just make it worse. Why are you gonna be violent to somebody who's already violent? Like, it doesn't do any good. Marilyn, come here. It doesn't do anybody any good. Yeah, it doesn't do anybody any good, man. And these people were. David was a fucking violent prick. Look at what he did to all these people. All that money, all the greed, all the bullshit. Pingo song, haven't forgotten. Oh, I can't fucking wait, Uncle Jake. I can't fucking wait for the Pingo song. Connor Wiggy. But yeah, with David, I think the only thing for him is jail. He needs therapy. Hit that like and subscribe. No, I don't. I need a trim, that's all. I just need a trim. I do need a haircut for Christmas. You're fucking dead ass serious. I probably will get one too, because I'm going to do family time. But yeah, Mr. Palad, you're right. I do need to get a haircut. I just need a trim though, bro. I don't need a haircut. Yeah, it's Jim Jones. Yeah, it's Jim Jones. So stay thirsty, my friends. Yeah. Yeah. Here come all the trolls. Look, here come all the fucking trolls. Oh yeah, conscious cookie monster, germaphobe. I know, it's just a troll soups, yeah. Yeah, he won't get, I don't think he's gonna get help in jail. I think he'll self-implode, more or less. David's not gonna get better in jail. His health is just gonna decline significantly because the stress alone will get to him. But again, who's more well-deserving? Who's more deserving than David Taylor for scamming all these fucking people, running all these lies? One of our guys is putting together a real estate thing for us. He emailed me this morning. He's like, "Hey, Rich, um, I am Parbs. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I own a meatpacking plant. You want to be my CEO or what? You want to be the CFO or you can be part of my board, Parbs." It's just some fucking little bit of the bubbly. It's bubbly. Being in jail, having others tell you, "Oh yeah, conscious cookie monster, bro." Dude, and I think that's the best thing about this. Like, yeah, David fucking fooled a lot of people, right? But look where that sack of shit's sitting now. A narcissist of his nature, he's dude, he's the worst of the worst. It's got to be fucking horrible for him. Him people telling him when to go to sleep, when to eat, when to fucking go places where he can and can't go, what to do, when to do it. Jess, dude, there's a whole fucking process to get a payout from the IRS, dude. It's not even worth it. It would take more of my time to go through the process than to just say fuck it and make my own money like I have been. It is. It's more of a waste of time for me. I hope the people who sent in like Trip 9, he's all fuck that. I sent it in. I sent in that form, and I hope everybody who sent the form in gets a fucking payout because we should. You guys should too. Everybody who's fucking put their name on a form and it helped lead to this arrest, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, dude, it's a clusterfuck of a process. Yeah. And then it's like, it's not a lump sum payout. They pay you out over time. Like they might deposit money fucking 1 year and not the next. It's really fucked up the way they do it. Yeah. But hey, it's worth it. In some cases, it could be worth it. And in this case, everybody, it could be worth it. It really fucking could because look how much fucking money was involved, everybody. Look how much fucking money was involved. Dude, they'll never write me a check. Feds. When I ask them the hard questions, like, we can't tell you that, Mr. Holmes, sorry. Yeah, the prosecution, like J-Mo's saying, the prosecution has a lot of work to do still, right? They do. The prosecution has a lot of work to do. They're going to have to cross their T's and dot their lowercase J's. But they do. But David paved the way for him. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina Wheelay. Wheelay? Is that how you say it? Wheelay? David paved the way. Yeah. Ole? Okay, thank you. Ole, okay. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. And they could plea out the fucking 10 minutes before the trial starts. They'd be like, hey, you know what? We're going to take that plea deal. It sounds pretty solid right now about what we're about to go up against. No, he didn't cover his tracks. Well, he left one of the best digital footprints ever. Marilyn, where you at? Marilyn? Oh, that's cool. Come here, girl. Get up here. What are you doing? Yeah, it's my dog. I got a dog. She's right there. For prosecutors to make mistakes. Yeah, yeah. No, and he did. And like Parb said, David didn't cover his tracks well. He did everything digital, put it right out in the open on the internet. So it's like, how do you cover this? Like, how do you cover your tracks on this when he fucking did it for everybody to see online? We always say, don't ever commit crimes online. Don't ever upload shit to the internet that you don't want people to see. Hey, Fitzur, hit that like, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Here comes the sun, man. Fucking finally. The sun hasn't been out in a few days. Nope, nothing on Michelle. Yeah, and a plea deal won't be less than 20. They're going to be like, no, 20 years. No. See, Chuck, and that's kind of where I'm at with it, too. I'm kind of crossed about the plea deal Dude, it could be anything right now. Or they may not even be offering his ass one and be like, no, no. I know, dude. And you know what? Part of Michelle's all, don't send this an email because, you know, this is discoverable, okay? The government can find out about this shit, so just make sure you text me. Fuck yeah, Uncle Jake. I can't wait. When you get the link, post it, Uncle Jake, so everybody can watch it. Yeah. But Chuck, what if they're not even offering a deal? Because he pled not guilty. They pled not guilty. Both of them. Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. Nah, man, I never smoked meth. I snorted it a couple times, dude, but no, I never, dude, smoking it? No, that's fucking dirty. No, it's dirty. Anyways. Yeah, the text messages. Had David not sent everything in text messages, it would have just been allegations. But like the magistrate said, you know, there's allegations, but there's text messages set forth too that kind of, you know, enhance what was done. That's how it always begins with, yeah. Dude, I think he's fucked too, J-Mo. Like, he can't, I don't think he could plea out of this one, man. He's all, I'll take a 10-year plea deal. They're like, yeah, okay. That's just, it's a common question for these trolls to ask. Oh, you fucking meth addict. You smoke meth. No. Have all my teeth, motherfucker. I've had a couple pulled, but they're like molars and shit, but for obvious reasons. So yeah, I don't know why they always ask about meth. It's common. It's a fucking troll fucking thing to say. Yeah, trolls on deck. Yeah, Michelle might get a sweet deal if she turns, and somebody brought up a good point. Here, there's, okay. With Michelle, my sources fucking said yes. Okay. Now, here's a couple things that could possibly be happening. She's turning fucking completely. Hey, get over here. Come here. Come here now. Come here. She could be turning completely, giving state's evidence. She could be fucking feigning sickness in the hospital. And I think that would be the only two things. That would be the only two things right now keeping her from being back incarcerated is fucking turning state's evidence. But even then, if she violated bond, like, there's no fucking way the judge's gonna let her out because he set strict guidelines. He's like, no. See, that's what kind of where I'm at, man. Marilyn, come here. Marilyn, get your ass over here. Come here. Hey. Come here. Hold on, guys. Come here. Spill my drink. Hey, you better get your ass over here. I'm talking to you. Don't fucking ignore me. Get over here. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're the only one. Come on. Move your ass. Move it. Come on, that's bullshit. Make me fucking call you 20 fucking times. Get over here. You got the whole backyard to where I can see you. You got to go on the side of the house. Huh? Come on, move it. Move that little butt. Get your ass inside. Go. So, okay, Dad, I'll go inside. So, Dad, I don't have to do what you tell me to. You know why? Because I'm a big girl and big girls don't cry. Bond is up to the prosecutor. The leader is a sex addict. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was. He was beyond a sex addict. David was a fucking deviant. Yeah. Ends up being Joseph. You know what? We were talking about that the other day, JMO. Like, what if Joseph is the one flipping right now? What if Joseph's like, fuck, okay, I'll just tell everything. I don't want to get in trouble. What do you guys want to know? I could see Joseph flipping like that. Well, and for Michelle, really think about it. If Michelle flips, fuck, it's the cult's gonna hate her. If she stays, she's gonna do time. So it's kind of like Michelle's got a really fucking. Michelle's walking a pretty fine line right now with the cult and with her freedom. I know, I would love that. What if like David just fucking, yeah, nobody gets notification. I don't have any bodies. I could maybe, not here. But yeah, if Joseph or Mariah turned or fucking Michelle, that'd be great. Yep, exactly. People flip to save their family. If you're in a cult, the cult is your family. Yeah. So who's gonna flip on who? Like they're right. Jo Michelle flips on the cult. Bad news, dude. Everybody's gonna fucking hate her. Oh, you turned on Apostle. He was so great to you, and he did all this. We're just keeping an open chat today, Dallas. Kind of the main topic is how bad David fucking ripped everybody off in this, man. This was, dude, this was one of the most legit fucking Ponzi schemes I've ever seen. Fuck Bernie Madoff, dude. David had it fucking down. David had it down. Tony, you know what? I was looking at a Facebook post the other day from one of the cult members, and I actually saw a Tony sighting, and he was like in civilian clothes and looking like a fucking, like a regular person. She's got one son. She's got a son and a daughter that's not around. That I don't know what the other daughter's doing. Well, I do, but I'm not going to give out that information for obvious reasons. But I know where the other daughter's doing, and I know it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad for her for what she's done. Michelle too. She's in on this. And if Michelle was smart, she'd get the fuck out. Dude, our community's fun. Dallas, our community's fun, bro. We're fun. We're a fun community. These guys need these fucking trolls, dude. You guys are fucking stupid. You know how fucking retarded you guys sound when you do that? Yeah, no, we're fun, dude. We have to make light of it a little bit because it's fucking talking about fucked up shit, so we have fun. But on the flip side of it, like this was a real deal that happened. David did indeed run this fucking scam with Michelle, and Michelle's trying to play victim now. The fuck on out of here. Michelle playing victim is laughable at best. Oh, I'm a victim in this. The fuck out of here, Michelle. You fucking could have walked any day, any time, but it was a free fucking ride for you. Yeah, that dude's all any gay man in here. Guy's looking for a fucking hookup, huh? Right, Dallas? He's all, I haven't had my shit pushed in a few weeks. He's all gonna hit Chris Com up. We're going to plan on getting some content at One Night with the Bitch. Well, that's supposed to be coming up, isn't it? One Night with the King. Like, how are they gonna run it? What are they gonna do? Just put reruns of David up? Because Kia came out on Facebook saying, "Oh, they broke our look. They broke our LED screen because it meant so fucking much to David, right? That LED screen. I bet they broke it because it meant so much to him. They're like, fuck that LED screen. It means so much to him. We're gonna break it." Mm-hmm. Yep, they're making David and Michelle look more guilty. I know. One Night without the King. I know. It's not One Night with the King. It's gonna be without this year. That's probably the best. Having David, having David locked up in prison this year for Christmas. Seriously, like Christmas couldn't have came any fucking earlier than it did in the summertime. Like wrapping up summer, going into David's favorite time of year where he likes to unwrap toys and play with Barbie dolls and shit. But guess what? Oh man. One Night with the Concubines. One Night with the Con and Concubines. Yeah, and that's the thing. David's saying that I harassed him, and if I have, they haven't produced any evidence saying I have, which is really funny. David's like, he's been harassing me. He showed up on my screen that one night. Well, why didn't you monitor your screen on how people got up on there? Well, it's Tony's fault. I could really see that being questioned like that. Like, he's been harassing me this whole time, Your Honor, and he got up on my big screen one night, and that's harassment. Well, do you moderate your chats, Mr. Taylor? You have a Zoom monitor, you have a moderator. Why don't you monitor better, Mr. Taylor? How did you not know it was going to be him? Oh man. Farted in a cup. David's home. Farts in a cup. Fucking dirty. I don't think I'll get subpoenaed. I don't, Jeff. They have all they need, dude. They have all they need, bro. I mean, if David wants to subpoena me, it's going to cost him. It'd be stupid for him. It would be dumb for him to subpoena me. If they do, then I have to go. But I don't. They have all they need. The feds have everything they need. Hey, Fitzur, what's up, man? And to your lady, hey, what's up? Fitzur's girl, what's up? What up, what up, what up? And that's the thing, right, J-Mo? Yeah, J-Mo, dude, for fucking, that would be on par for him. Hey, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and subpoena Rich Holmes, okay? Because he fucking harassed me and caused all these problems. Oh, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. He's already tried to pull the fucking blame card on everybody else. He's blaming everybody but himself. And the magistrate has already said that, right? Fitzur's girl, the magistrate already fucking told David, fucking no. You can't. You can't. David, you know what's up? Since you're watching Fitzur's girl, that's what your name is for now. I don't know what your name is, but David sent fucking text messages. David sent text messages telling his other fucking like cult leader members to fucking like withhold food and sleep deprive them. I never said that shit. God made me do that, okay? Fucking blame him. Jesus did it all. Okay? Blame God. God's not here, Mr. Taylor. Well, he's the one who did it. Well, Mr. Taylor, you're the one who sent out these text messages. Where's God in this? Well, he's not here right now, Your Honor. Well, too bad. You're the one who sent the text messages. We're just doing an open chat too. Yeah. Yeah. We're just kind of keeping an open chat, talking about how bad David fucking scammed everybody. Yeah, apparently it was my fault that David fucking sent the text messages, was starving people, that his donations were low, that he was sending people out to the street if they didn't make enough money. It was all mine and Rick Fraser's fault, and the other 8 or 9 people. Yeah, it's a mohawk. I need it trimmed up, dude. I need to trim it up. So yeah. Those are gunshots. Those are gunshots. Welcome to Texas. Anyways, yeah, so if that's David's best defense, that it was everybody else's fault, I mean, that's just going to show the jury that he has no accountability and that he lacks any type of self-awareness. And they're not going to like that. The jury's not going to like that. And he is. That's right, Larry Williams. He's a fucking crook, dude. He's a fucking crook. That's why he's in jail now, because he's a fucking crook. He got caught finally. Just like we said, everybody, he's a fucking crook. Why hasn't David and Michelle sued Rich for lying on him? Because exactly. They tried to, Soups. They tried to sue me one time, yeah. They tried to sue me. They did. They tried to sue me with Winners and King. Yeah, and Winners and King, I called them. I called Winners and King, man. And I told them and let them know, like, I'm ready. Let's go to fucking court. You want to take me? You're going to threaten me with this fucking lawsuit from your client? Let's do it. Say when. Where do you want me to meet you guys at? Send me the next set of paperwork. That way I can fucking get all my shit together for you guys, because I can guarantee your client has more to worry about than I do. I never heard shit back from them again. And I'm pretty sure when David found out, I want to know what his reaction was to that. Yeah, I would have been pissed. And I hope his lawyers told him everything. I do. I hope his lawyers told him and he said, fuck you. Because I did. I was like, yo, fuck that. I'm not going to be threatened by some fucking church leader. Fuck that. Fuck him. I mean, go to church and this guy's going to say, oh, I'm going to take you to court if you don't stop talking about me. Like, yo, fuck you. Then get off the public platform if you don't like it. And that's, you know, that's the one thing we told him too. If you don't like being talked about, you should get off the public platform. You should take a fucking hike. And David never did that. We're like, dude, get the fuck off. You don't like it? You're a public figure. You're on the public platform. You are open for criticism. Like, people come in here and talk shit about me. And hey, that's okay. I don't mind it. People want to come in here and shoot their fucking shit off about me. Okay, fine. It helps the channel. Whopper with cheese. Now that David is locked up, is there any other passers? Oh yeah, Catherine Crick, Whopper with cheese. Yeah, Catherine Crick's next. That's why he was trying to steal the evidence the government has on him, and that was denied. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was his bread and maxi pads. Yeah, it was his bread and pads. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I can't leave social media. It's where I get my bread and pads at. That's how I eat, and I get my fucking pad supply. I wonder if David ever signed up for like secret shoppers where he could test pads. I'm going to sign up for these secret shoppers and test maxi pads. Tony, go get these pads for me. We get them for free. Just go secret shopping for me. But yeah. Catherine Crick. Catherine. Her name's Catherine. No, it's a chick, dude. She's fucking psycho, dude. Dude, Catherine. We rarely watch her because it's just hard, dude. She's fucking dumb. And we just every so often we'll watch her videos, but it's fucking redundant, fucking just verbal fucking diarrhea, bro. It's probably the worst of the worst. David at least was like, David went off the rails. That's what was cool about him. That's what was cool about him, is David would go off the rails. Catherine, she's just a fucking klutz, dude. She's a ditz. You watch her and you're like, dude, how can anybody believe this woman beyond fucking what you see on screen? Like, she's idiotic, dude. You watch her and her story is always the same thing. It's never, she can't go off her story too much. If she does, it kind of fucks with her. She's like, oh, I better get back to my story. Yeah, Catherine's voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah. It is. It is. It's really fucking horrible to hear Catherine fucking talk. It's like, I would say what I want to do, but I would probably get like a strike for it because you can't say the shit. No, Michelle just has one daughter, I believe. She has a son and a daughter. Son and a daughter, yeah. Yep. Yep. But the one daughter's in a same-sex relationship, which is fine. It doesn't bother me one bit. Sure fucking drives Michelle crazy. It's got to drive Michelle something crazy fucking vicious, because one, her daughter's in a same-sex relationship, and that goes completely against what Michelle believes in, especially with David. That would fucking drive Michelle crazy. But no, she's daughter and a son. And last I checked with my sources, the son is still in the cult. So he can't be associating with his mom. And the judge said that, well, if he's in the cult, he can't be associating with his mother. If he's out, that's fine, but whoever's associating with her needs to be completely disconnected from the organization. I don't think they believe in God at all, Parbs. I don't think they do at all. Not one fucking bit. Why would they? You don't do this and say, oh, I believe in God. Fucking liars. Yeah, fucking right. You don't do this to people and say, oh, I'm just a Christian going guy. Yeah, money is their God. Fucking Benjamin Franklin is their God. Uncle Benjamin. Good old Uncle Ben, man. Good old C-note. What about her teeth? Tell them. Yeah, they did too much damage. Michelle better like go to one of those programs in prison where you like help dogs and shit rehabilitate, and they give them to like fucking people who need them, like veterans. Yeah, Catherine Sermon's I, me, my, repeats until the brain's numb. Why is she always yelling? Yeah, that's pretty typical of Catherine, actually. That's pretty typical of Catherine. She yells a lot. When she's out at her sermons. Yeah. But when she's doing her like lives from her fucking apartment, dude, those ones, like, watch those, Whopper with cheese. Watch her fucking face, bro. Like, her face fucking mutates, like, dude. I can't. Yeah, Catherine's a different fucking story. Yeah. Huh. I can't with her, dude. I can't, Parves, but I can tell you how to find it. I can tell you how to find it. Put David E. Taylor has face-to-face appearance on Zoom. It's about an 8-minute video. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. That's how you find it. David E. Taylor face-to-face appearance on Zoom. He didn't preach no sermon. You just, yeah, yeah. The words I and me were always the top 5. She looks like Rubberman's sister. She is Rubberman's sister. Oh, she's a nutcase, Sue. You found it? Okay, Parks. Okay. Yeah, there's a short and then there's a long video too. Yeah. And what was funny, like all the people that were looking straight ahead. David's still locked up. My sources said they picked her up. For whatever reason, I don't know yet, but I was told she got picked up. Okay. I was told she did. Okay. Some of these survivors have access to like message systems that we don't. Okay. I'll let you guys know that. And one of them sent something to me. I was like, oh shit. So I sent that out to the real world, and one of our sources said, yeah, that means she got picked up. So, hey, thanks, Whopper with cheese. I only was able to make one, man. I need to make some more because this shit's, it's a fucking dope-ass Jim Jones shirt. Look. Stay thirsty, my friends. And I put it up on Redbubble, but I was only able to buy one and have it sent, and they took it off because they're like, that violates our policies. Yeah, that was the first time. Well, no, I'd been up on their screen before that, too. But what was funny... Hey, Javi, what's up, bro? What was funny is everybody that was standing on the stage, they were looking up. I didn't know. I thought they couldn't see, but I found out there was another fucking big screen that they could see. Where's Lance? Put him up on the screen. And then you see Davey's like, that motherfucker. That fucking asshole. That fucking jerk. He's up on my screen. Fucking Tony. Fix this, Tony. So come on, we don't have time for this. Come on, next person. Yeah. I wish I would have turned the sound on, man. Hey, RC, and that's what's cool about this. Like, this is a good Christmas for us, right? David in jail, and hopefully fucking Michelle is too. Again, my people said they were, dude. My people said Michelle got picked up, but again, Either turn in state's evidence or she's in the fucking hospital playing the hypochondriac card, which I could see. I could see Michelle doing that. Seeing the fucking marshals coming to rearrest her. Seeing the marshals coming to rearrest her, Michelle's like, my heart, owie, I'm in so much pain. So, yeah, I could see Michelle playing the bitch card again. I really could. Pamela, yeah. Yeah, David didn't think it was hilarious. I know they got bitched out that night too. I know they got in a lot of trouble over it. I know they got in a lot of trouble over it because it's David. I mean, oh no, Whopper with cheese. Nah, dude, and that's what's gonna come out in this court case. Like the money was all for the benefit of David and fucking Michelle, bro. That's it. That's it. It wasn't for the benefit of anybody else. They didn't help the fucking homeless. They might have done, I'll say it like PR campaigns. That's what I'll call them, PR campaigns, to make it look like they were actually doing what they should have been doing with the money. But in actuality, no, the fuck they weren't. They did maybe 2 or 3 big PR campaigns to make it look like, hey, we're really doing the right thing here. And they fucking weren't. They were fucking laundering the money, dude, through multiple names. Just like, fuck, man. I'm not even getting peanut butter on my sandwich tonight. It's just going to be jelly. David had, yeah, no, they had gold. They found gold, dude. They found gold on him. They found gold on Michelle. Let's get clear about that. They found gold with Michelle, not David. Michelle. They found 6 phones in his safe. That's what they found with David. And I don't know which one I'd rather be caught with more, the phones or the fucking gold bars. I'd probably take the gold bars and be like, you know what, fuck that. I'll get caught with the gold bars. Fuck that. I don't want to get caught with 6 phones in a safe. And again, man, I asked my cops families, I got family members that are cops and shit. And I asked them, I was like, so bro, like say you were like on a bus or doing a search warrant or something like that, and you opened up a fucking safe and you found like 6 or 7 cell phones in there. I was like, what would that be a red flag for you? He's like, fuck yeah. He's like, hell yeah, dude. We open a safe and we see 6 cell phones. We're gonna have somebody come photograph it first, and then we're gonna evidence. We're gonna tag them and bag them. Yeah, I'd take the gold bars over the fucking 6 phones and probably what's ever in those 6 phones. I don't know what well, not only did they find gold, but they found cash. They found like 40,000 cash on Michelle or 60,000 cash. It was a lot. It was more money. They were just rolling in dough. And I think Michelle needed that security. Like, oh, I got these gold bars. If you do anything to me, I have the gold. I'll fucking dip out on you. But I think David actually used that in his criminal bullshit to fucking trap Michelle. Like, hang on to these gold bars. Wherever you go, these go. He didn't want to get caught with those gold bars and the 6 cell phones because now you look really fucking suspicious. You got 6 cell phones plus a bunch of gold bars. Yeah, it looks like you're ready to run. So Michelle. Hope it was worth it, Michelle. And I don't know who would be dumb enough to buy that kind of fucking outfit too, Whopper. Those fucking Captain Crunch outfits were fucking stupid. Dumbest idea ever. He's like, hey, look at my Captain Crunch suit. And Cliff even said, he's like, we tell him he looked good, but he's like, he looked like a fucking dipshit, man. David looked like a dipshit. How's my Captain Crunch outfit look? Fucked up, dude. Man, it got real nice today. Fuck. No, it's silver. It was silver. Dallas, it was silver. It was silver. Nope, there's 30 pieces of silver. Or 40. Was it 30 or 40? Might have been 30 pieces of silver. I know. David thought he was GQ walking out with those fucking outfits. He's like, I'm on fucking GQ, everybody. It was 30. Okay, it was 30. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's 30 gold pieces. Yep. Michelle's all. They had silver too. Jeez, David's like, fuck, I'll take silver too. Why not? I'm already a fucking betrayal to Jesus, anyways. Take the silver with the gold. Man, not enough wind today. Womp womp. So, here's the David ripping off all his donors, man. He did a really good job at it. And he got away with it. And not only did he get away with it, he fucking threw it right back in everybody's face. Right back in everybody's face. And he did it with a fucking smile. And then not only that, he fucking cursed people who didn't give enough money. Like, you're not giving enough money. Oh, well, you're not going to prosper. Yeah, David's son liked those fucking stupid outfits too. Dumb as fuck. I know, Josh liked them too. He's all, I look like a fucking GQ. No, you look like an idiot. Look like a fucking complete fucking curtain that just got ripped off the fucking rod and sewn into a suit. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Trying to be like fucking Kanye. It is. It was an Indian. It was a fucking church call scam center. Yeah. Yep. It was a church scam center. Yeah. Really was. That's all it was. It was a money grinder. It was a money grinder. Right, Dan? Kanye's garbage. Yeah. Yep. And again, these prosecutors, they said, this has never been done before. Nobody's ever seen this. Yeah, Josh ain't that bright. I mean, look at his dad. Look at his fucking dad. How can you like blame the guy? You know, he had a fucking douchebag for a dad. I could see Josh being a little fucking slow. Look at his dad. No, there wasn't. The whole operation was a scam. There was no church to go and visit. There wasn't. And that's something that was mentioned. How do you get in touch with somebody who makes themselves like unavailable? Yeah, it's like Josh was born a fucking asshole, right, Dan? And he just got bigger. He just grew into a bigger fucking sphincter muscle. He just grew into a bigger fucking culo. Yeah, I'm with it on that. He's an asshole, and he always has been, and he always will be. I mean, he's got a job. I found out he got a job somewhere, so that's good. He's supporting himself now. And hopefully fucking got free of his dad's bullshit, but I don't know. I could see Josh trying to maybe come back afterwards after a while and trying to take over maybe. But I don't know. Hopefully he fucking grew a brain and like figured out working and like making your own is better than being a scamming piece of shit like his dad. Cause Josh, you would end up right in your dad's shoes, man. Had you followed in his tracks, Josh, I bet saw the feds rolling. He's like, I'm out of here. Fuck that. Somebody like Josh going to prison? Josh wouldn't last in prison. Judging by what you told us, his daughter's intelligent. I only talked to his daughter one time. Oh, yeah. Right, RC David's like, fuck, can I just get some lobster? Do they serve lobster on Christmas? They're like, nope. You know what we're doing for fucking Christmas dinner this year? Surf and turf. Oh man, our family's doing surf and turf for Christmas. Like, what do you guys want to do for Christmas dinner this year? I was like, fuck that. Let's not do anything like traditional. And I was like, surf and turf, David's favorite, steak and seafood. So that's what we're doing this year. We're gonna do some prime rib roast. We're gonna do like a full layout of like all surf and turf. I got some fresh canned fucking fish that my mom just sent me from fucking Oregon. I'm gonna put that out on like some fucking nice crackers, man. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh man. my kids asked, "Here's the present." I said, "Ask Michelle." Where's the present? Well, yeah, of course. Look, everything you guys, all the stuff we heard about the abuse is all true. It's all true, man. David was a fucking asshole, even to his own fucking kids, man. He really was. David was a fucking, just a complete fucking asshole. He has no business being out in the public anymore. Right where he's at is right where he fucking belongs. He's right where he should be, where he can't abuse anybody anymore, where he can't hurt anybody and control and manipulate people. And a fucking walking slice of meatloaf shot inside the mom. Ah, the walking slice of meatloaf. Oh, Parvs, it's gonna get worse too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here's the Trump reclassifying. It's gonna get worse too. We only know the tip of the iceberg still. We only know the tip of the iceberg still, you guys. We don't know shit about it. I know. I'm gonna yell at my family. Put the camera on the lobster. We put the camera on the prime rib. God damn it! You're not doing it fast enough. Put the camera on the crab meat. We're having crab. We're having crab meat, and we're having prime rib. Mm-hmm. I might make some more cornbread, but start yelling at everybody. But yeah, Pars, we didn't know how bad it was. Yeah. And some of my more recent conversations with Cliff, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, I think. Unfortunately. And it's gonna get worse for David. And it's gonna bring out more than we probably want. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't want it to, but man. Like we keep saying, man. Dallas, just think worst case scenario, bro. Like, what's the one thing that we said would put David away for fucking life besides like a hit on somebody? The darkest of the mentality, dude. The darkest place the mind can go. That's where David went, man. Yeah, we knew it was a cult. We knew it was a cult. Yeah, child abuse. Yes, absolutely, Dallas. Yes, child abuse. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To what extent, I don't know. Mm. But yeah. David was literally keeping people away from their fucking parents. He was keeping kids and families away. And Parbs, I think he is too. I think David is a fucking chomo. Yes. Yeah, but if that's the case, like, yeah, it couldn't happen to a better person, but look at the abuse that he's done, right? How many people he fucked over it. And I guarantee if there were parents there, some of them probably gave their fucking kids over willingly. We told parents, don't leave your kids alone with David. Don't do it. You know that's hey Dallas, in the military, you know that's the penalty, death for that type of crime. That when they tell you in the fucking UCMJ, that's what the punishment is, death for that crime in the military. They don't fuck around with it. You don't do that. You don't do that to people. Yeah, because you give the victim a lifetime of fucking bullshit. Yeah, I think it should too. If you're gonna do that, guess what? We have one better for you. You don't do that to people, man or woman. It goes both ways. And again, I know David isn't right in the head. He is a sexual deviant. He's got issues. I know he does. Just he's never been diagnosed. He's never had to. Let me go get a drink real quick. David's never been told he was fucking wrong or had somebody tell him he was full of shit or what he was doing wasn't right. Now his ass is sitting in jail, and he is deserving of everything that comes his way. He's deserving of everything that's coming his way, and then some. Parbs, that's what I say. That's what I say too. He had complete privacy to do it inside his cult. That is exactly what I say. He had the means and the capabilities and the money to do it. Yeah, and when that evidence comes out for that type of crime, oh, it's over. It's over. For Michelle, too. It'll be over for Michelle. Especially if she knew that it was happening. If Michelle knew it was happening and she didn't report it, she's just as guilty. No, no, Marilyn, that's mine. No, that's mine. Hey, Brother Thice, hallelujah. Who knows, RC? I don't think prisoners care at that point. I don't think they care. I know jail isn't going to be kind to him. That's for sure. I know jail won't be kind to him. The prison system, the prison population will not be kind to somebody like him. That's for sure. Yeah. Once they cover, they'd be like, ugh. Yeah, if there's evidence of child abuse, there'll be no plea deal. There's never a plea deal on there. Yeah, the world's probably on fire. Yeah. Probably is. But again, man, he ripped off a lot of people. And he hurt a lot of people in this process, man. And that's something we've always talked about here. Yeah, he delivered some fucking solid comedy shit, but behind the fucking curtain of the Colts, man, this is a dangerous man. He was calculated in his ways. He knew what he was doing, and he did it for his benefit, for nobody else. He did it for nobody else but himself. And he hid behind his fucking church to make himself unavailable, and that's how he got away with everything. That's what the prosecutor said in one of her proffers. Your Honor, let me go ahead and correct the record. The reason Mr. Taylor has never been charged with anything is because he's been extremely insulated with his organization. That's why, Your Honor, nothing has ever been happened. That's why there is no criminal record, Your Honor, because he has been hidden behind this for so long. Oh yeah, people like David existing is scary, and that's why another part I do this, because we gotta fucking warn people. Like, dude, social media was a good thing, right? But it also created a lot of problems. Oh, yeah. Yeah, David was pissed. Yeah, because all the truth's coming out now, Soups. Yeah. David didn't count on some fucking white boy. You know, Fiend, it could still happen, man. It could still fucking happen. It very well could. Once they start opening up more charges, they very well could be like, we got to go ahead and fucking bring Rico in. I'm guessing that's how it would work. I don't know. But I would like to think if it gets to that point, they'd be like, okay, this is definitely clearly Rico. This is beyond federal case. Like, let's take this up. Let's get Uncle Rico in here. Might as well. I'm going to go lay out in the driveway. Yeah, this is a good spot right here. He just wants to go lay out in the sun. But yeah, social media was a double-edged sword with these fucking grifters too. It's the only one person he couldn't control. I'm a Jedi, that's why. That's why, Soups, I'm a Jedi. My fucking culty mind control tricks don't work on Jedis, okay? It's nice and cold, huh? It's supposed to be like 70-something out here today, man. 75 Fahrenheit today. The bees are out flying, so I know it's warm enough, so. And they preyed on a lot of gullible people. That was the fucked up part about it, right? That was the fucked up part about it, is that David preyed on some of the most vulnerable people, and he smelled it, man. No, fuck no, I'd never meet David in person. No, I've never even went to his church. And check this out, Whopper with cheese. In some of the court documents, he's blaming this on me and some other guy and some of the survivors. It's everybody else's fault, bro. It's everybody else's fault that he's in jail. And I love that he says that, because it's like, dude won't even take any accountability for what he's done. Oh, yeah. All the senior citizens, the dude from New Zealand that gave him the gold bars, guess what? Those gold bars now belong to the federal government. Hope it was all worth it. Yep. Yep. I hope it was all worth it. That guy in New Zealand that those gold bars came from, and they fucking sent up over slowly, however you guys did that, guess what? They're gone now. They're gone. They belong to the government. Because they smuggled those gold bars in, from what I was told. They didn't claim them on the taxes or the IRS when they got reported. And yeah, you're out of gold bars. You're out of those gold bars. The gold bars that Michelle was sitting on, gone. Yeah, I bet David probably blamed his maxi pad problem on me too. He's like, that's all Rich's problem. It's all Rich's fault. Yeah, demanding every last penny. He's all, hey, if you got $5, you need to give it. Give your last $5 over, because you will multiply. That's, dude, that talk about a fucking scheme. When I heard that, oh, if you don't give your money over, you're not going to reap what you sow. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. That is such the oldest fucking line in the book. I mean, shit, I wish I would have known about the gold. I would have helped them smuggle it in as long as I got cut into it, but they didn't want to cut me in on it, so guess not. Dude, knowing that they smuggled gold in, fuck. Like, how dumb can you be? Like, that's just fucking stupid, smuggling gold into the country. The IRS really likes to know that shit. And they found out. When they found that gold, I'm probably sure the feds didn't know about that. They're like, whoa, we got some gold here? What the fuck is this? Where'd this come from? This wasn't on your return. We never saw this on your return. When did you get this? Hey, you're good, buddy. He's my big boy. He's my big boy. All right, my big boy. Not only did he use God, but he used, like, vulnerable people. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it came in what, 2020, 2021, give or take, 22-ish. They never reported it. We never saw it on their return. That they would have had to report that as a fucking cash contribution. You can't take in gold like that in a church and not fucking report it as a contribution. You would have to say, hey, we got this as a contribution. Somebody gave it to us and they didn't. That is illegal. That is how money laundering starts, is by shit like that. Is people like Michelle and David bringing gold in from another country as a donation and not reporting it. You skirt under the fucking radar of the IRS. Like I said, man, I'm sure when the feds opened that safe and found that gold, they're like, oh shit. Same with the cell phones. Oh, what we got here? Fuck the gold. What's on the cell phones? We know the gold's there. We know the gold's there. What's on the cell phones? Matt Mower, what up? Yeah, $9,999. Once you take, you can bring in $9,999 over the border without having to check it. Once you hit that $10,001 mark, then you got to report it. Mm-hmm. Free David Taylor. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, David. Never David Beltran. Nah, his ass is staying. His ass is staying in jail for Christmas, man. This is again so nice. David's gonna be in jail for Christmas this year. No one night with the king. No fucking presents. No fucking Christmas party. Because this was also big night of the year for David. One night with the king. But like Uncle Jake said, it's gonna be first night without the king. One night without. First night without the king. So what are they gonna do? Just throw reruns up and play all David's old shit? First night without David. First night without the king. Yeah, it's one night without him. First night without him. And it's funny. One night of it's gonna be the first night of reruns. Yeah, David's like, fuck, well, it's gonna be many nights with Bubba this year. I do. I hope his existence too right now, you guys, is just fucking miserable in jail. I do. Well, no, Soups, when you go before a jury, you have the right to look like, you know, he can be in street clothes if he wants. He can be in street clothes if he wants. He has that option, but you have the right to dress like in a suit. Yep. You have that right. You have that right to dress in certain street clothes, yeah. Like court attire. But whether or not he will, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he'll wear that shit from the deposition if it fits him, but yeah, now David's getting a tiny taste of the misery that he caused everybody, right? David's getting a tiny taste of this misery, and now he fucking wants out of jail, Seba, right? David's all, oh, can I get out of jail now? I never did any of these things, and you know what? Jail's just, it's scary. I can't do what I want. And David's freedom was valuable to him, man. Did you get that one, Marilyn? So no, I almost did though, Dad. You know, that's where I'm at. If God is there, he's got a lot to answer for. That's for sure, dude. David's got a lot to fucking answer for, right, Dallas? Like, if God's up there watching, and sometimes I think he is, man. Sometimes I think he is because of some shit that's happened to me here. I won't say that's for me, though, but yeah, from time to time, I think he might be watching, and he's fucking like, no, Dave's got shit to deal with. Don't worry, I'll deal with him. Like, and what a like befitting end, right, for David to end up in jail and just finish out the rest of his life behind bars. Nobody would ever hear from him again. He wouldn't be doing any more fucking YouTube videos. The cult would simply just kind of fizzle out. All the properties hopefully would get seized and auctioned off. everybody would hopefully go home to their families, and Michelle and David could spend the rest of their fucking miserable, fucking worthless lives behind bars. That would be awesome. That's 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 justice. That's justice. Them serving the rest of their fucking lives behind bars. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes. 100%, man. That's what they deserve. You commit the crime, you do the time. That's what I was always taught in life. Hey, if you don't break a law, guess what? You're not going to end up in jail. If you follow the rules in society, right? Be a good person, you pay your taxes, you don't fuck up. Like, you can do anything. Start breaking laws like these assholes did, fucking committing felonies and shit. Yeah, you're going to go to jail eventually. Hey, seat time. Thank you, marketing time. You know, Soups, and that's what when David got busted initially, or Kim, I thought that was Soups, but Soups too. When David initially got busted, people called that I'd never talked to before, man. And they said thanks. They said thanks. They're like, we've been watching you for a long time. We just never made our presence known on the channel, but this is who we are. And fuck, we've been praying for this day, man. So they were pumped. They're like, we never thought it would happen. We never thought in a million years that David would get arrested. Yeah, I live in Texas, dude. Yeah. It is Whopper with cheese, yeah. It is. I like it out here. Yeah. I like my part of I like my little fucking slice of the fucking world, dude. I do. Got my bitches right, my beaches, my bees over there. I gotta split that colony up this spring though. I gotta split that colony this year and see if I can't get another colony going. But yeah, it is. It's pretty quiet out here, man. I wanted to go fly kites today, but I just don't know if there's enough wind, like sustained wind. Fuck Jesse Duplantis. Doesn't matter of time. There's too many eyes looking at his organization. Yeah, I didn't. You know, I knew eyes were looking, but I wasn't sure to what extent. Hey, thanks for the seeds, man. Appreciate you. Mugshot Skrilla. Did you get your mugshot, Chuckwood? I need to fix the mugshots on Redbubble. I need to fix your mugshot because I know you want one. If there's one you want, Chuckwood, I'll make it and let me know and we'll whip it up, okay? Because I know that's one thing you wanted was your fucking mugshot with David. I know that's one thing that you specifically requested. Just give me a fucking mugshot that I can fucking drink with David's fucking face on it for my morning coffee. But he was, man. He was deserving of it. So deserving. Been waiting. Yeah. Okay, Dallas. Yeah, no. We've done some merch, yeah. No. I should do one for the shirts too, where it's like David E. Taylor mugshot. Maybe I'll do that later. I'll go on Redbubble and I'll fuck around and make some new art with it. Yeah. That was one thing he tried to sue me for too in the past, was that I was selling shirts with his face on it. They say Axe Michelle. Yeah, it's called Redbubble. Yeah. It's called FFE merch. Go to redbubble.com. Yeah. And it's called FFE merch. Everything's in the about section on the channel. Yeah, there's merch there. Some of the stuff I need to touch up and do some different designs on, but yeah, every so often, like, come up with an idea and we'll put merch up on the store. It's not like I'm not making fucking millions of dollars on. You guys, there's some pretty funny shit on there though. This Jim Jones shirt, I had it on there, but Redbubble won't let me keep it up. It goes against their guidelines, unfortunately. Because this one's fucking rad, dude. This Jim Jones shirt, fuck, man. This one's my favorite. But yeah, so they do, and they're good shirts. Yeah, no, they're nice shirts. Yeah, this is a 3/4 sleeve shirt. Yeah, no, they're nice shirts. Yeah, it's good quality too. It is. It's free speech. Exactly. It was free speech, Dallas, and that's something that David thought I was going to bow to. That's something that David thought I was going to bow to. Like, oh, he owes me money for putting my face on a shirt and saying "Axe Michelle." Because what it says in the cease and desist, he also has shirts with Mr. Taylor's face on it and a threatening message saying "Axe Michelle." It's like, okay, you want to do a civil rights violation? You want to do a First Amendment violation, David? Okay, okay. Your face is on the internet. What do you want me to do about that? I can do whatever I want with the picture now. It's on a public platform. So yeah. That's why those lawyers never took me to court, because like, dude, this guy will fucking burn us on a First Amendment violation. He'll seek our fucking practice. Like, we can't take this guy to court. David, you're fucking full of shit. He told us to fuck off. And I did. I told his lawyers to fuck off, man. I did. They finally blocked me. They finally blocked me after like 2 weeks of calling them straight every fucking day. And I would call them throughout the day. I'd call them throughout the day until I could get to somebody, and until fucking just they couldn't have it no more. They're like, fuck, we gotta block this guy. They're like, this guy's ready, dude. He wants to take you to court, actually. I hope that's what they told him. Like, yeah, he wants to take you to court, actually, so get your shit together. David's like, fuck, I can't go to court with him because he'll uncover my whole scam. I can't do that. And Winters and King apparently is this reputable fucking law firm that the lawyers know about. Hey, Among the Ashes, what up, brother? Right. These lawyers are saying, oh, this is, Winters and King, who's just so reputable. Dude, they were representing a fucking con artist. How fucking reputable can they be? After we fucking told them, dude, your client's a fucking con artist. And look, now they got fucking raided by the FBI and they got, dude. Oh yeah, probably caused David a ton of hours cost with that firm. Yeah. I'm sure David spent up a lot of hours with that firm. Cease and desist, sending out letters. And those guys are retainer, man. You probably, who knows how much you pay them a month just to stay on retainer. Just to stay on retainer. You need our services? Okay. You pay us 10 grand a month. You stay on retainer with us, and anything you need, we'll get for you, basically. You need little side work done and shit like that. You need letters drawn up for your business. Okay, we'll do that for you. That's all, and with your retainer. but when David tried to sue me, he was threatening to sue me in court. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go through discovery. Do you want to do that? No, I don't think the money's flowing now, no. Not like it was. Not like it was. And whatever money they have is going to burn up pretty quick. And then get public defense. Yeah, it could be possible his followers are paying it. If that's what they want to do, when it pays all those fucking legal costs, okay. They're going to be disappointed when David gets found guilty and put in jail. They're going to be like, well, can we get our money back? No, you paid his legal costs. You wanted to pay his legal costs for him. This is what you get. And that's what we're saying here. David ripped off so many fucking people. It's just... And I told him that, Dallas. I did. I fucking told him exactly that. I told him that. Dallas, I told them exactly that. I was like, you guys need to go check these fuckers out. I did. I was like, here, it's this law firm out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Winters and King Associate. I was like, you guys should be questioning those fuckers too. I was like, besides David, I was like, you guys should be investigating those fucking slimy bastards. I was like, those guys represent some of the fucking crookedest fucking pastors and fucking con artists in our country. And I was like, they're threatening to sue me. I was like, I told them to take me to court. And they never fucking did. Why? Because David would have been found out a lot earlier. We would have been having this case years earlier. We would have been having this case in 2022. That's why David never sued. Because David knew we had him dead to rights, and to take me to court would mean another process of discovery, more depositions, and he knows just as well as you and I, you guys do, we would have published all his information. We would have published all the documents. We would have published the depositions. We would have published everything. We would have published everything about David. And he knew that, so he didn't fucking sue me. The lawyers are fucking corrupt and dirty, and that's exactly what I told the feds. I was like, those lawyers are fucking dirty. I was like, they're doing some corrupt shit, and I even filed a complaint against them. I filed a complaint against Winters and King Associates for representing a corrupt fucking organization. And knowing it. And knowing it, too. Nothing ever came of it. Nothing ever happened. I should revisit it now that they've been raided by the FBI. Wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Because they practice out of Oklahoma. And they were mentioned in the case recently. David's lawyers mentioned them. Oh, Winters and King Associates, who's, the ministry has retained, is really reputable law firm. Get the fuck out of here. They wouldn't even stand up to me. They wouldn't even stand up to me. Fucking pussies. Who's a real pussy? Okay, Uncle Jake, cool. I think they were in on the scam somehow. How could they not have been, Dallas? Like, come on, man. Let's see what Uncle Jake did. Let's see what Uncle Jake did here. Yeah, Tony Alamo, cult leader, died in prison. Yeah, he did. Fuck, what was I gonna do? Oh, Uncle Jake emailed me the video. Here it is. Some of the shit you guys sent me is fucking funny, dude. Oh, man. All right, here's Uncle Jake's Pingo song.
Look that up, bingo. Yeah, you heard me. Bingo. Turn it up now. Bingo. It's a whole vibe. Bingo. Hey. Lights flash, bass slow. You step in like you own the show. Drip loud, but your mind slow. Yeah, I clocked you, just so you know. TikTok flexing, playing pretend. That luxury trend ain't really your friend. Trying to act deep, but you're shallow, bro. You a bingo. Say it low. Snap back. Bingo chains. Living that loop, glitz in the game. One more sum, your ego flame. P-I-N-G-O, say my name. You are the bingo. Bingo. Rich comes up, bingo. Bingo. Uncle takes a bingo. Bingo. These followers, bingo. Bingo. Look that up, bingo.
Funky ass beats. Start grinding my teeth again.
VIP pose with your rented wheels. Swipe that life, but none of it real. Chasing likes with a desperate zeal. You a pingo. No backbone, just algorithms. All bark, no rhythm in your system. So you woke, but you still ain't listening. You a pingo. Facts, not fiction.
Facts, not fiction. You a pingo.
Look away. Say you're proud or run away. P-I-N-G-O, come on, man. You are a pingo. Pingo.
Fucking Uncle Jake. Uncle Jake's a pingo. Uncle Jake, what the fuck? Fucking Uncle Jake. Cat with you, dude. I fucking cat with you sometimes. Have fun, Dallas. Have fun, brother. Christmas parties are fun, dude. That's what I kind of like about this time of year. Like there's parties and shit, and everybody's getting together. Marlon Jones, what up? Uncle Jake just made a new fucking funky beat. Marlon, it's called Pingo. It's the Pingo breakdown. It's pretty fucking raw. It's a pretty fresh, funky beat that just dropped. Should hit top 10 here in the next week or so. Marilyn, you're not gonna catch it. You only catch the bees. The bee's knees. Yeah, Marlon. We were just talking about the bullshit that David's done, man, and how fucking many people he ripped off. Not only, and he got away with it, man. And he got away with it. All right, let's take a peek here. Okay, that's the HOA ordinances. Yeah, the church has no HR department. that's something we could all look at here with regards to how this organization was ran. No HR department. They didn't have a board. Michelle and David was the board. He made all the decisions. I know Marlon's like, yo, fuck the maxi pads, bro. The fucking Barbie dolls, bro. Like, right, Marlon? It's like, dude, just when you thought it couldn't get any fucking worse, it's like, okay, we know the dude shits his pants, right, and doesn't wipe his ass or whatever the case, but dude, to sleep with Barbie dolls at that age, like, dude, that's pervert, bro. That's a fucking little boy being a fucking perv, bro. That's a little boy being a fucking straight perv, Marlon. You and I both know that, bro. We know that, dude, and every other fucking guy in here knows that too. That's a little boy being a fucking pervert with his sister's dolls. He's like, I went and got one of my sister's beautiful little Barbie dolls. He's like, I blindfolded her and gagged her too at the same time. Okay, that way she couldn't see shit. Okay. He's like, I had to stalk her first too. I bet David had to fucking stalk her and like snap the horns off a doll. Turn him into a cuck. Turn Ken into a cuck. Dude, Woodinson, I like that. He's all he fucking put Ken in the corner with no arms. He's all, we gotta rip Ken's arms off first, Barbie, okay? Fucking goes in there, rips Ken's arms off. Fucking he's all, Ken, you sit here in the fucking corner and just watch. Yeah, you too, Woodinson. Yeah, total fucking asshole. Right, Marlon? And I could see him being a sick fuck like that, bro. He probably did. He probably probably felt like there was competition with Ken, so he fucking David did the one thing he could do to him, which is dismember him. I know him. Was he like fascinated by the Barbie mansion? That's why he's probably got all these mansions. I'll bet the pink room was for David. That pink room wasn't for Michelle. That shit was for David, probably. David's like, I can't wait to have my own Barbie mansion when I get big. And I could see David doing that. I know, got Ken across the room saying, you pussy, you watch this. But for real, like, dude, man, you guys, that's weird. Like, yeah, that's why David had to have all the shit, because fucking Ken had all the dope shit that David couldn't have. He's like, I want to be Ken. That way I could get Barbie. It's a delusional man. That guy's sick, man. To do that, like that, Marlon. Right, I'm glad you didn't stop in when we were doing like the maxi pad prophecy, because you always have like a nap for that, right? To fucking drop in when we're talking about the maxi pads, but you happen to drop in when we're talking about like the other shit, man. The fact that he even put it in his own fucking book, like, hey, you know what? When I was a little boy, I had to go steal my sister's Barbie dolls and sleep with them. And Eddie's like, hey, why is that guy telling my secrets out here? Why is that guy telling everybody about my secrets that I used to fucking horse pound my fucking sister's Barbie dolls? He's all for me, it was little Annie. Barbie doll was a fucking sellout. He's all for me, it's little Annie. The little Annie doll. Or the Annie doll, right? He's all, fuck that. For me, it was Annie. Annabelle. Fuck Barbie. He's all, I like redheads. It's Annabelle for me. The name of the church is Fearless LA. Ah, they ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, he's all raggedy. Hannah's more my style. Yeah, that's exactly right, Marlon. No, dude, we need to talk about that. The fucked up part about David is he used God to justify his fucking perversion. David was a fucking predator as a little boy. David, there's no telling how. It would surprise me if David fucking victimized his own sisters even at some point in some way, shape, or form. They just didn't know. He could have been doing some really passive aggressive shit like fucking stealing their underwear. Who knows? Fucking pissing in their room. Weird shit. Whatever. Just doing weird shit. And he used God to justify him being a fucking predator. Oh well, because God just always knew. I always just knew through God I was gonna, have a woman like this. And in the court here we have the court saying his defense is saying, oh, he's just trying to find this perfect wife, and it's like, well, he's got 50,000 fucking photos and images in his phone. Oh, that's cool. Stop. That's one. That's all right, man. I didn't say smelling them. I said stealing them. I don't think anything happened with him and his grandpa, dude. I don't think anything happened with him and his grandpa. If it did, okay, but that's never, he wouldn't come out and say that, right? For sure. But I personally don't think anything happened to David. I think David's just a sick fuck, bro. Like even Cliff said, like, he's just a sick fuck. Nobody's been ever able to get to him the way we have. And eventually he started making his own mistakes. He couldn't shut his fucking mouth. He wouldn't stay off the internet. We told him, stay away. Stay off the internet. Stay off social media. But he's on, fuck that pussy, Rich Holmes. I do what the fuck I want around here. So yeah, with David. He fucked up, man. He fucked up. And he had the chance. And there's even text messages showing a week before right now, Marlon, that she did. Wodenson, I have a couple theories. 2 theories. She's playing a hypochondriac. She's faking she's fucking sick, or she's turning completely over on David. Yeah, all the fake bravados is sinking him, right, Marlon? Him being a gangster, fucking running around and shootouts and shit like that. I mean, that's all coming to bite him in the ass. Even the prosecutor said, Your Honor, apparently he's been in jail and fucking in shootouts and a gangster prior to this, so he's a violent person, Your Honor. Which is why we should keep him in jail. Okay, Marilyn, go. Come on. Go inside. Come on, inside. Get inside. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, go inside. Come on, inside. Get inside. Inside right now. Tell the dad I don't like go outside right now. She feels really nice outside. Oh, man. And you know what's really great about that, Marlon Jones, is with David, he's either going to have to admit to being a gangster or not. Either way, it's going to be really bad for him, right? Admitting that he wasn't a gangster on the record in front of all his cult members, that's just going to say he was lying. Yeah, and then him openly saying, oh, our call center is open 24 hours. We just run this like a fucking goddamn fucking concentration camp. And he did. He did. Nobody could go in. A church that nobody could visit. A church that's not public, that's not open to the public. How does that work? How does that work? This was church was supposed to be open to the public and it wasn't. And David and Michelle made themselves physically unavailable to anybody if they wanted to have a fucking, had like a grieving or anything like that, wanted to talk to anybody about the operation. You couldn't. You couldn't. Nope, sorry, they're busy. You can't talk to them. They're too busy. David's in shutaway. Sorry, you can't talk to him. He's too busy. You can't call him, can't talk to him. You have a message, we'll get it to him. We'll get it to Michelle, she'll get it to him. And David just sitting up there like the fucking, like the Gungan chief and shit like that. Fucking everybody's just bringing him all his shit all the time. And Michelle's right there. Michelle's in on the whole fucking thing the whole fucking time. Michelle's rolling in fucking dough the whole time with him. Michelle was the one up top there fucking telling people how to make the money and pushing people on the phones to fucking make the money. That's a fact. That's a given. We know that. Michelle can't hide that fucking fact. Yep. David probably called Ken doll a pussy. I'm sure he did. Sure he did. Yeah, she did. She had several jobs, but she fucked them up, Kim. Yeah, she fucked them up. She fucked them all up. She fucked them all up. She would either fuck her bosses or commit fraud of some sort. Yeah, one job she lost because she fucking jacked up some fucking money, dude. Michelle will never have no money again in her life at any job. Yeah, Michelle's been fired from jobs. Yep, it was handling money. Well, it wasn't handling money. She was given access to money and she violated the terms of that access to that money. Let's just say it that way. And it was either you can quit or we can fire you and take you to court. You have two options. And she took option 2, which was she quit instead of going to court. So Michelle knows fraud. That's all Michelle knows is fucking being a scammer. That's when it really took off. That's when the money laundering really took off, is when Michelle got there, and that's a fact. Yeah. Once Michelle got there, yeah. There's people at the fucking campus down in Houston. One of the white Sprinter vans is there. One of the white Sprinter vans is there last time I checked. They're still taking calls. They're still taking calls, making money. That's all they know how to do. That's all these people know how to do, is take calls and make money for the cult. But where's the money going? Into a bank, somebody else's bank account? Hopefully the feds are monitoring it. Seeing how they are under federal indictment right now for fucking money laundering. Yeah, what do you want to know, Kim? What do you want to know? a good day to go fly, actually. It was a complete clusterfuck what they did. It was a complete clusterfuck. It was a multi-level scheme, Kim. It was a multi-level scheme. Multiple tax exemptions. You had large real estate purchases, scams on scams on scams on scams on scams. I mean, I think the biggest scam that was going on was David's love scam with all the women. With all the women that David was saying he was going to marry. I think that was ultimately his biggest scam. Yeah, the money was part of it, but behind the scenes, David was out there telling all these women on Facebook and social media, yeah, I'm going to marry you someday. Just, shh, don't tell anybody. We can't, it's a secret that because we'll reveal it later on. So all the women out there, David never had any plans of marrying you guys. Michelle would be smart to roll on David. Michelle would be smart to roll on David. But if there's abuse and Michelle knew about it, nope. I'm sorry. When there's abuse going on, you can't. If Michelle knows there's child abuse going on and she knew and she didn't report it, she's just as guilty. And they'll look at it that way. Oh, Miss Brandon, you knew there was child abuse going on. You did nothing about it. Why didn't you ever report it? That's how they're going to look at it. She can try to play the victim card all she wants, but when it comes down to certain type of abuse factors, the government's going to look at her and be like, no. I hope so anyways, but that's what I would like to think. To be like, Miss Brandon, can you tell us about this? You knew the children were being abused. You knew the children weren't with their families. Yeah, Michelle's just as much of an abuser and a manipulator, I think, right? She had the power to stop anything. And I think ultimately that's what David did, was keeping her happy. Oh man, Kim, we've toured David's life over fucking 5 times over. When they got busted, and more information started coming out about text messages and the gold and the fucking cell phones, were like, oh wow. Some of the shit we talk about here, Kim, like post bust, like post FBI raid. Hey, appreciate you, Don Work. Like all the when the Fed started dropping the indictments and shit, and all the information, were like, holy fucking shit, man. They were doing some fucked up shit that we had no clue about. Putting people out to the street and not feeding them. We didn't know about that. I knew food was being used as a weapon in some way, but it just wasn't sure how. I kind of put that out there and was like, fuck, what would be another way to use food as like a weapon, right? Fucking starve people, tease them with it. And now that we know he did do that, see, early, it wasn't, I know, David's, I'm not a homo, I just sleep with Barbie. Okay. He's all, that doesn't make me a homo, okay? He's all, I slept with Barbie, that doesn't make me gay. Like, knowing that's just, you guys, you can guarantee that the trial won't be in April. The trial isn't going to be in April. They're most likely going to split that shit. They're going to split David. They're going to split Michelle. And they're going to try them separately. You can't put a victim and a witness in the same courtroom at the same time. So the trial in April, don't see it happening, man. Michelle maybe, Michelle's maybe, but David no. Dude, they have like fucking 10, 12 years of discovery to go through, and most of it's digital. God, man, I would love to be there with the discovery of that fucking evidence. Holy shit. Could you imagine that, Kim? Could you imagine being there cracking David's personal fucking phone? Oh my God, that'd be better than watching like fucking, like, I don't know, some rare fucking species be fucking born or something. It would. That'd be, man. We always said David's phone was a gold mine. We always said David's phone was the fucking gold mine, man. And when they find out what's in his phone, fucking delete everything you want. That's what I think also, Kim. That is what I think. I think we've barely gotten to the fucking, to the tip of it. I think we're going to see more debauchery come out with this, more than we ever thought about. And it is, you know, some of these survivors may have to go up and face them in court, and it'll be very good for you guys. Let me tell you something. I know the survivors, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to sit here and fucking try and tell you guys it's going to be easy, because no, you're going to face him in court directly. And that's okay. The defense is going to try to make you look like shit. They didn't live the experience, you guys did. David could sit there and fucking bitch and complain all he wants. What the fuck, man? God. Yeah, we didn't think it was this bad, right, Parbs? We didn't think it would be this bad, but yeah, for the survivors, if David decides to take it to court and you guys get up on the stand, it's your day. It is. The defense is going to get up there and try to make you feel like shit and assholes, but that's what they're supposed to do, okay? That's their job. They're trying to make you fold under pressure. Oh, I know there's child grooming going on. I knew there was child grooming going on. I know there is. I'm not fucking dumb. We watched it, and we heard from Kim's brother, Josh. I remember the night I interviewed him, Kim, and he was like, knowing what I know now, he was grooming Jenny Janiak from day one. I was like, oh, yeah. Yep. Those pictures going to reveal everything that he's done. Exactly. Oh, dude, the shorts. Yeah, like the short dude, the vertical live stream. Dude, there's some fucking weirdos doing like tarot card readings and shit, man. It's insane. Yep, disgusting uncontrolled lust and debauchery. Yeah, he's a deviant. This is what happens when you go uncontrolled like this. But he was uncontrolled in everything, in his health, his spending habits, his fucking life, his sex life, everything. Which is why he's at where he's at now. He's in jail. Because he was uncontrolled and doing everything he shouldn't have been doing. Come on, Marilyn. Come on. Get inside. Come on, baby. Come on. Get inside. Get inside. Come on. Come on. Get inside. Come on. Do it. Okay. Come on. Wait. Sorry about that. Marilyn can be pretty overbearing sometimes. So. As long as he's in jail, the rest of the society is safe. As long as David's in jail, everybody else is safe. The day they let him out, I fear like for like the survivors and shit, not their safety, but just the fact that he'll fucking try to reach out to them and fucking be dicks to them. But the judge did the right thing by keeping him locked up. He's everywhere he needs to be, which is right in a fucking jail cell, sitting there, hopefully questioning all his fucking life choices, which he's apparently never done. So And yeah, the survivors, if you guys have to go against them in court, that's just the way it works, man. And that's what David wants to do. He wants to try to vindicate himself on the stand so he can make it look biblical, like, oh, look, I got out of jail like Paul the Apostle. The fuck out of here, man. Leave the Bible out of court, because God ain't gonna fucking back you up in court. I know, sign the guy having sex with him in jail. Yeah. And yeah, his existence in prison, it's not gonna be nice to him. Jail existence, it's a controlled environment. And David's probably wanting to fucking get out, go crazy. He's probably going fucking crazy. He actually depleted the world of maxi pads, Parb, so he never really gave anything back. He was always a taker, and he took a lot of maxi pads. Was tuned into that danger. Her spidey sense, yeah, exactly. She was like the the text messages. Those text messages burned him, and I always say that: don't ever fucking send text messages out that are incriminating, because they will find them, right? They will find them. Internet searches, all that shit, man. Everything they will find, okay? The government will find it. The internet was a double-edged sword. It was worked for some really good things, but it'll get you busted, okay? They can find out. The government will find out where the text message was sent. It'll give you everything. Say when it was read, who it went to, who it was from, the time, the date, everything. We have text messages of David's bullshit. That's how accurate this shit is. They're David's text messages. Yeah, she was disturbed at the context. She's like, not only do we have, right, Kim? She's like, not only do we have allegations, but we have text messages that enhance those allegations. Okay? We have, now you're telling people to do this. We have people saying you're doing this, but we have text messages of you telling people to go do it. I do. Yeah, I actually do. I believe he thinks he's doing nothing wrong. Yes, David Beltran, absolutely. Yep. Milo. Uncle Jake, I like what you did with Matt's dog. Uncle Jake. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, that's actually his bed. Okay, I thought it was AI. Yeah, exactly right, Kim. That's the thing. When the prosecution came back and was like, they didn't even respond. They just gave a text message, and it was a text message that was sent 7 days before the raid. So it proved that David had no intention of stopping. It was showing the pattern of abuse continued right up to the bus, pretty much. That's why they put that text message there. That's the only reason. I know that for sure. They're just showing, hey, we don't even need to say shit. Look, here's another text message right up to the date of the raid, Your Honor, that was showing that he was still doing this to people. He is a danger to the community, Your Honor, and he should not be out. Here's a text message. Why? They didn't even say shit, Kim. That's what was badass about it. Yeah, he wants to. David Beltran. David wants to take the stand, bro. David wants to take the stand. He thinks he's done absolutely nothing wrong. So yeah, there's that. Mm-hmm. Imagine doing all this shit. Imagine doing all this shit thinking you've done nothing wrong. Like I've never done, I've never fucking laundered any money. I didn't, the gold, don't worry about that. That's just a little bump in the road there. All these mansions that we just bought in a couple years, don't worry about that money. I want him to take this down. I hope he does, so he could get cross-examined. Oh yeah, and again, right, Parbs? They bring on a human trafficking prosecutor. Not looking too good, right? Not looking too good. They didn't add Lindsay Robertson on for no reason, just because she was sitting around looking fucking bored. No, they typically add those people on for a reason. Yeah, it's a double slam dunk for the defense. They wouldn't even have to get up and say anything. We're like, we rest our case. Yeah, he hasn't been very smart this far, and I'm pretty sure his lawyers are saying, don't take the stand. Don't do it. Don't take the stand because you're going to get cross-examined. They're going to break out all the evidence, and they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. They're going to ask you a lot of questions, and it's not going to go good. Just don't take the stand. And David's like, no, fuck that. I walk with God. Okay? You guys just sit there and look pretty. Okay? Object when it's needed, and I'll take the stand, and I'll take the reins from there, okay? I can see David say that. I'll take it from there. But he would. David would be that fucking dumb to take the stand, Kim. He would. He'd be that fucking stupid. He'd be like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go and take the stand. Why not? Why not? I got a chance here. And that's how a narcissist will think. Like, I got a chance. I'll take the stand. I think I could win. But nope. It never really ends well for them. Look at Robert Tellis. He took the stand, and it didn't end well for him. Yeah, the Axe Michelle tactic. Not gonna work. No, not this time. No, won't work. Yep. You're gonna have to go ahead and just ask Michelle. Not gonna fly. They're gonna be like, yeah, sorry. Michelle's getting tried on a separate case. She's not here, but you want us to subpoena her so we can ask her? It's fucked up. Because she's technically testifying against you. You want us to subpoena her so we can ask her, Mr. Taylor? Oh man, I would love to see Michelle on the stand pointing the finger at David, being like, it was all him. He made me do it all. Miss Brandon, why didn't you leave? Well, I couldn't. I didn't have a way. Well, you had all the cars. I mean, you had access to all this money. How come you couldn't leave? Because I didn't want to. Okay, then. So yeah, Kim's right. Ask Michelle bit, not going to work anymore. Same for David. Same for Michelle. Like, oh, if they have to face each other. It'd be fucking epic, right? Facing each other. I would love to see David and Michelle point the finger at each other. David will find how. Oh. David will somehow find a way to justify it in his mind. She could say she was scared to leave, but okay, Michelle's on the stand and she's getting cross-examined. Miss Brandon, how come you were scared to leave? Well, because I was scared of God's judgment. I was scared of what happened to my family. Or there's so many ways she could spin it, right? She could say, oh, well, you know, I didn't have the means to. Miss Brandon, you were sitting on all the money and the gold. How could you not leave? Well, I didn't have a car. Miss Brandon, there were cars there that were registered to your name. How come you couldn't leave? You had keys to multiple cars, actually. How come you couldn't just get up and leave? Well, I was scared. Why were you scared, Miss Brandon? What were you scared? Yeah, okay, I'm scared of David and his followers. Why were you scared of them? What would they do? They would follow me and stalk me, and would they ever hurt you? Well, I don't know. Yeah, hello Uber, right? Yeah, she could spin it all kinds of ways. You're right. But the text messages are going to paint a different story, I believe. The text messages, the emails, everything is going to paint a lot different story than Michelle being some scared little fucking mouse, not wanting to say or do anything. it's going to show Michelle in a whole different light once they crack her email open and find out what she was doing. Yeah, exactly right. There's too much evidence that she was part of it, CMB. Yeah. There was just way too much evidence that she was a part of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Some people want to be there though. But that's the thing. Do people want to be there, or are they fucking stuck and they don't have a way to leave? Which that's the way it looks to me. Is most of these people, they don't have a fucking car or bank account to their name. No, I do too. Parbs, I know Michelle got off on the fucking power structure. She got off on fucking over people. Yes. She did. She liked it. Yeah, that one just the one email makes her fucking complicit. Oh my god, like that one email alone could fucking sink her, dude. They could be like, Miss Brandon, why would you say this in your email? I don't know. Why would you say it's discoverable, Miss Brandon? Why would you say this in this email? This information is discoverable. I don't know. Miss Taylor told me to say that. David told me to say that. Yeah, it ain't gonna fly. She knew they were committing crimes. She knew they were committing crimes. She knew. She knew. And she acted. She continued to act. And those emails prove it. Don't email, just drop me some text messages instead. Make it even more easier for me to just get fucking busted, okay? Drop me text messages, don't email me, okay? Because that's discoverable, okay? They can go back and get that shit, all right? How fucking dumb is she? Holy shit. You know, I thought Michelle was stupid, but I didn't think she was that fucking dumb. Just to think like, hey, you know your text messages are just as discoverable as your emails. Probably a lot easier. Holy shit. Michelle's like, please don't send messages here, okay? Because this is discoverable and I don't want anybody to find the messages we've been sending about the criminal acts we've been doing. Because we could all get in trouble. So yeah. Her just saying that, those words alone, her own words are gonna fucking burn her. No, they didn't even try to use encrypted communication, no. No, they used Apple, they used iPhone. They used iPhones, they used to send everything in text message. Nope. They sent everything right through text message, man. And everything right to David's phone. Dude, they're gonna have fucking mounds of text messages to uncover. All they'd have to do is just go to David's phone and they'd have every fucking text message in that place. That's all they'd have to do. Go to that phone and they'd be able to see every single text message sent in and out from every fucking phone number. I don't think I'll get called to testify though, Kim. I don't. I don't. Like the feds have all what they have, everything. They have their evidence. If they want to call me to testify, okay, but CMB, I hope they you want to know what? I hope David fucking takes it to trial so he gets on the stand and gets fucking buried by the prosecution. I hope he does. They will, but they'll most likely plea out just before trial. No, I don't think I'll go to trial. No, I don't fuck around in court, David. No. When you go to court, you fucking dress properly for court. You don't show up looking like a fucking piece of shit to court, dude. The judges don't typically appreciate that. And they typically don't appreciate when you're mocking the defendant. They typically don't appreciate that either, man. Yeah. He could have been bullshitting, but knowing David, it wouldn't surprise me if he wants to take the stand. And this is a federal trial too, David Beltran. This isn't just some fucking state trial. Like, this is a federal trial, man. It's serious shit with serious charges. Like, you don't show up to this court. You don't show up to this court and fuck around and make a mockery of the court, because the judge won't have a fucking ounce of it. But I don't think I'll get called, Kim. If I do, I do. If not, okay, all the same. But I think the feds have everything they need, man. They did their investigation. Yeah, his lawyer said they can't wait to take it to the stand to vindicate himself. Yeah, if he tries to testify, like, dude, he'll start lying on the stand, and I'm with you. He'll just bury himself in lies right there on the stand. Everybody see how full of shit he is, and they'll be like, yeah, you're guilty, dude. You're a piece of shit. Yep. He'll start burying himself in his lies right there on the stand, right in front of the jury. Mm-hmm. And then perjury. imagine perjuring yourself right there in front of the jury. Like, I shouldn't have said that. Yep. Perjury for David. I agree. But he doesn't care. He's done it before. He's done it before. Why would he care again? I hope it was all worth it for him, man. I really do. I hope for Michelle it was all worth it. Hope for David it was all worth it. I mean, what they did, man. What these two did. Yeah, he may end up taking the fifth and say nothing. He might not say shit. Mm-hmm. Either way, I mean, the evidence is still there. I don't even want to fucking take a jury pool on it, man. Like, how long it's going to take to convict. This is a complicated case, man, because it's a church. It's complicated because it's a church, man, and it's gonna test the Constitution, man. It's gonna test the civil rights of the church. It's gonna test how the government prosecutes a church if they cross their T's and dotted their I's. The scrutiny is going to be on the government ultimately, not on the defense. It's going to be on the prosecution. Why did you guys prosecute this church member or this church leader? Well, this is why. Because we found all this evidence out that he was doing this stuff and he was doing illegal shit, so we arrested him. He can bitch and complain all he wants about being a fucking pastor, but I'm sorry, when you commit a crime as a pastor, that makes you a criminal. You can be a pastor and still commit crimes. Doesn't what, because he's a pastor and he commits crimes, does it make him a criminal? Mm-hmm. It'll be freedom of religion. That's the hurdle. Exactly. Yeah, it's freedom of religion, but where do we cross the line into illegal fucking criminal activity? This will ultimately determine if it was a church or not. Exactly. And from the way we're looking at it, it's not. When you force people out to the street because they don't make enough money for you, get the fuck out of here, and you're not feeding them, I'm pretty sure it's not a church. Anybody with common sense, man, could see that it's not a church. The thing is, David doesn't go after people with common sense. He goes after he'll go after anybody, really. Man, he fucked over a lot of people, you guys. Let's just hope everything works out with the trial, man. Really, let's just really hope the jury's on their P's and Q's and they make the right decisions to convict this asshole and put him where he fucking belongs, man. Yeah, if the evidence is overwhelming, yep, and witness testimonies, fuck, it's gonna be overwhelming. It is, and again, the magistrate said that, Mr. Taylor, It's not very uncommon for there to be two sides of the story. Like, you're going to have your witnesses and they're going to have theirs, and that's not uncommon. And they're each going to tell a different side to the story. Yeah, David's cult will say they were all there on their own free will. Then the surviving witnesses are going to get up and be like, no, we weren't. Like, we were stuck there. We were trapped. We were fucking trapped. Like, we couldn't go anywhere. We didn't have anything. He literally stripped everything away from us. We didn't have fucking credit cards. We didn't have money to our name. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have, they would take our fucking passwords for our Facebook accounts, for everything. Yep, exactly. Okay, they were there on their own free will and everything. Can you explain the tax fraud and the money laundering and the human trafficking? Can you explain the forced labor too? Can you explain that? That's something else they will have to explain. That they're all valid arguments, man. They're on their own free will, yes, but were they? To a point, yes, but at what point did it start becoming they weren't able to leave, right? At what point did it start crossing the lines and then fucking like, okay, I'm literally fucking stuck here now and I don't have anywhere to go. I can't. Yep, it is. It's two different sides of the fucking story, right, Trent? And Oren, good points, man. No, good arguments. Fuck. All valid, dude. Super valid because David sucked people in a really unique way. And he was able to do it with religion, with God. Yeah, if you can't come and go as you please, that's a big red flag. Yeah. And I don't believe people were able to come and go as they please. If people were ready to leave, like they couldn't say, hey, all right, you guys, I'm just gonna go home now. I think I'm done here. No, they would have got fucking probably spit on and talked shit to and all kinds of shitty shit, right? Probably told they're gonna die and fucking their families are gonna get sick and cancer and all this other fucked up shit that they would really think is gonna happen. That's a trap. You're trapping somebody up here. You're instilling fear into somebody who doesn't know better. And if anybody out there is trying to get out of this cult and they're telling you that, let me tell you something. They're wrong. They're all fucking full of shit. And if you can't come and go as you please, it's a problem. And anybody who needs to get out still, there's ways out. You can call the human trafficking hotline. You can call 911, first of all. Or you can get a hold of us and we'll help you. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. All the information you need to get a hold of the channel is in the About section. If anybody's got questions about anything, just leave them in the comment section. I'm pretty good about getting to the questions and stuff. And just kind of update real fast. Nothing new on Michelle. David's still locked up. And my theory on Michelle, she's either sick or turned in state's evidence. You guys, I know she violated bond and my sources said she got picked up, man. So, but what's going to be really nice going into this Christmas holiday, and this is where we're kind of end it right here, is that these guys, David's locked up. David's locked up this Christmas, man. And the only one he has to blame is himself. Nobody else. Any of the cult members out there that might be watching this channel or these live streams, let me tell you something. David has nobody else to blame but himself. 40,000 images, explicit images of members of this cult that some of you men have probably seen yourselves. I don't call that just an accident, man. I call that a compulsive fucking sex addict. And David is right where he belongs this year for Christmas. Yeah, especially since they aren't releasing why they picked her up. All it says is where charges were filed. Okay? And that's coming from, like, again, something I got from one of the survivors, all right? Because the survivors in this, you guys, let me tell you, they have access to DOJ shit that we don't see, okay? That they log into and see case updates better than we do, okay? One of them sent me a fucking screenshot. What's this mean? And it said, Michelle Brennan, USMS detained, charges filed. That's all it said. That's it. That's it. I sent it out to a couple sources like, what's this? They're like, I was like, she picked up? I'm like, yeah. Looks like it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, that came from DOJ shit that I don't have. It's for the survivors only, because the survivors in this, when you're on the witness list like this, whenever there's any kind of update, okay, whenever there's any kind of update like that, it goes to the survivors first, so they can track where these people are, okay? Because they're the ones who are they should be the ones privy to the information. In all honesty, they should have that access first. Bam, there's a case update. Oh, Michelle ran. We know where she's at. They busted her. Okay, now I know where she's at. Okay, it's certain information that we don't have access to because we're not taking the stand against David. Okay, so for the people who are survivors in this, they are sharing certain information with us, and that was one of the pieces that came across. I firmly believe that Michelle did get picked up. And what if she fucking ran, Oren? What if she tried to run? What if she cut her fucking monitor and tried to run? Oh, that would piss the judge off so fucking bad. Just anything. Just anything. She could have done anything, man. But trying to flee while she's out on bond? Oh. Oh. Ooh, man. And I could see Michelle trying to do some dumb shit like that. Like trying to cut it off and fucking act like, oh, it just fell off. But, all right, man. Y'all have a good evening. Catch y'all on the next live stream, man.